All right. Good morning. Good morning. Sending awesome, warm, positive vibrations. So hopefully you have your heart rate monitors charged and you have them on. I'm setting my heart rate monitor this morning for functional training. I can see right now that my heart rate is at 80 beats per minute, and I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to switch that to percentage, right? Training so started. I can see my heart rate represented as a percentage. So I can see right now it's at 47%. So those fancy heart rate monitors and fitness trackers and Apple Watches that you've invested in, turn them on so you can get some feedback and see how your body is responding to the positive stress that you're putting on it. That can also help you feel confident that you're safe. If at any point you need to slow down and to recover, to let your heart rate come down, you can slow down and alternately lift your knees to your chest. That's going to help you also to release your back if your back gets really tight. So 40%, that means I'm not really doing anything. And a little note, we go over this in the coaching, body culinary coaching, whole living foods and fitness coaching on Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But a little note, we'll talk more about this on Sunday. Right now, I'm burning most of my fuel or my calories or my energy from fat or stored fat or adipose tissue. However, distinction, I'm not burning a lot of calories. So, question of the day, when you are exercising, would you prefer during a movement practice session to burn more quote unquote adipose tissue or fatty tissue? That's the technical term for fatty tissue, or more overall calories, right? So that's the question of the day. You can put it inside of the comments, right? So keep your heart rate monitor near. Today we're going to be using our body weight. If you are deconditioned, feel free to use your body weight and use the modifications. Also, you can use 16-ounce water bottles. The size up from that would be 1 liter, and then up from that, these would be almost 2 liters. And that way you can save money on buying weights, right? You can use that right from your home. Your body is the original machine. I don't know how much it makes sense to sit and as somebody that's worked in fitness and done fitness competitions over the years during the last 3 decades, I don't know how much sense it makes for you to get inside machines unless you're rehabbing or recover from injury to move and push a whole lot of weight, yet you can't manipulate and move your own body weight. So that being said, we're going to just check in with our posture and make sure that this bowl of our pelvis is tucked under. Your belly button is drawn into your spine. So if I was to take the yoga block and put it by my side, just think of taking your belly button and pushing it all the way back to the back of the yoga block. That way you'll start to feel that your core, not just your abs, your core musculature is engaged. And those are several groups of abdominal muscles, several groups. We want them engaged to work in synergy so that they are supporting your back. So that says you're bending over, lifting things up, and so on. Last thing, your second toe, your ankle, your knee, and your hips and shoulders, those are our imaginary headlights. We want to check in periodically to make sure that they are pointed straight ahead. If you are standing next to you, you should be able to hear your inhale and your exhale. The lungs are not here in the neck, they're down here. So just make the effort to listen to a nice, big, deep inhale and exhale. It can help you improve your form and help ground you present into your body. That being said, let's get warmed up. Again, you can use your body weight. There are lots of different things you have around the house. If you have a basketball, your children have a basketball, or you have your water bottles. All right, so belly button drawn in. Extend your arms, same height as your shoulders. Try not to let them drop down. Alternate kick up, same foot, same hand, kick it up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, go at your own pace, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. I'm going to step forward, very functional movement pattern, as if I'm going to pick something up. So I'm going to step forward with my right, that may be your left. Step forward, you're going to bend down. My back knee is not touching the floor. Touch your fingertips to the floor. Come back. Press the arms up, and you're going to alternate sides, stomach muscles pulled in. Step forward, touch your hands down to the floor, then reach them up in the center. So this is 2, and 2, 3, and 3. Keep going. So I'm going to add the basketball. You can stay with your own body weight. So it's 4. Press it up. and 4, 5, and 5, 6, 6. Step forward, tapping in front of the floor. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10. Good, and 10. Nice and easy. Step laterally or out to the side. Think of dropping your hips down parallel to the floor. So I'm not leaning forward from the hips, right? Pull your stomach muscles in. Drop your hips and glutes, whatever your range of motion is. If you're not dropping your hips and glutes and your thighs are not really being activated. So I'm going to step out to the side, tap the ball down, and press it up. And then we're going to alternately step out to the other side. Drop it down, press it up, side to side. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, deep breathe, 7, drop it down, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, good, and 10. Let's take that same thing. So we're getting the heart rate up. What's my heart rate? Heart rate is only at 69%, but yours may be higher or lower. Arms extended again, shoulder height, kick it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, nice and easy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you can stay with body weight. You can use the basketball. If you've been with me a little while longer, pull your belly button in and use your appropriate water bottle, either the 16-ounce, the liter, or the 2-liter. This is the 2-liter. Listen to your body. Step forward, tap the water bottles down, come back, press it up. 1, press it up. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. Heart rate is a little bit higher, 68%. Same thing, step out laterally to the side, tap your hands, the basketball, the water bottles down to the floor. So tap it down, press it up. 1 and 1. This is our warm up. 2, 2, 3, 3. Take your time. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. One more time. So we're looking to get the heart rate up. Heart is at 76%, 77%. If you need to touch your knees to the chest, that will be your active rest or your active recovery. So this time, arms extended, shoulder height. Kick the hand up to the opposite, the foot up to the opposite hand. Pick it up. 1, 2. Dynamic flexibility. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Only 10 today. I'm used to doing 25. So grab those water bottles again. Step forward like you're going to pick something off the floor. Pull your belly button in. Support your back. Tap it down. Press it up. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, good, and 10. Step it out to the side, belly button drawn in. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, take your time. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. All right, yeah, there we go. Now we're in the yellow zone at 79%. Let's take a moment and open up the hips. So, coming down to the mat. If you're modified, you're going to be on your hands and knees. Spread your fingertips. Line up your wrist, elbow, and shoulders. Make sure you're not sinking down. Press your hands into the floor. Press the body away from the floor to activate your shoulder blades or your scapula. Tuck your hips under. Draw your belly button into your spine. So if you're modified, come from all fours. Step the right foot outside the right hand. Come back to center. Step the left foot outside the left hand. Come back to center. If you've been moving with me a little bit longer, you're going to extend the legs. Push the heels towards the back wall. Tuck your hips under. And step that right foot outside the right hand. And push the back heel to the back wall. Feel the stretch in your glute on the extended leg. Step center. Keep your hips and butt out of the air. Left foot steps outside the left hand. Push your back heel to the back wall if you're fully extended. Squeeze the glute so you can feel the stretch in the hip. Belly button drawn in. Come to center. Take it to tempo. 2, center, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10. Good, and 10. From here, walk yourself backwards. Try to keep your legs straight if you can. You're going to keep your legs straight. When you come to the top, you're going to reach your fingertips for the ceiling. So we're getting a nice dynamic stretch. Belly button pulled in. Reach your hips back so you feel a stretch in the back of your hamstring. Stomach muscles pulled in. Walk out to a flat plank. Come up. And reach up. Let me turn so the rest of you all can see. Reach your hips back. Walk out to a flat plank. Squeeze your glutes. Walk back. Reach up to the ceiling. That's 2. Walk it out flat. That's 3. Flat plank. That's 4. 5. 5 more. 5. Reach it up. 4.
You are improving fitness.
3. Squeeze your glutes. 2. Good, and 1. This time, I'm going to come back down into that plank one more time. I'm going to take a quick set of mountain climbing. So again, if you're doing a modification from tabletop position with your hips tucked under, you're simply going to bring your knee to your chest and tap the toe. So bring it in nice and tight. Back to center. Tap the toe, bring the knee to chest. Otherwise, you're fully extended. Press your hands into the floor. If you're sinking down, that's going to jack your neck up. So Make sure you press your hands into the floor, press the body away from the floor. Try not to bob your head. Keep your chin pulled in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do what you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest if you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take a moment and round your back up to the ceiling. Feel a nice stretch on your upper back, and then reverse it. Look at the ceiling. Tailbone goes towards the ceiling. Good. Again. Exhale. Round your back up. Good. And inhale. So our core is nice and activated. You should be nice and warm. So you're making use of your tiny space. So we're going to continue with our warm up. Take a nice little sip. Don't guzzle the water. Sip your water. So again, you can use your body weight. When we do the functional movements, you can use a basketball. I've used traveling, a knapsack full of clothes, full of laundry. Use what's available to you. Where there's a will, there's a way. If the brothers could get fit in jail, you can work your tiny space. Maybe that's not the best analogy. So let's work glute medius, right? Some people are like, oh, my hips are big. The hips are this bone and joint. But the muscles on it, the glute is like a diamond. Glute maximus, medius, minimus. If you're not challenging it, it can't really help your back. So that means likely your back is doing extra work. So we're going to kick out to the side. Don't fling the foot. Kick with control. So don't turn the knee out. The seam of your pants should be parallel to the ceiling. So we're nice and recovered. I'm only at 55%. So let me get popping. Here we go. Kick it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. External rotation. Open up the hip. So if I had the foam roller here, I'd want to make big circles. I'm going to keep this open. From if you're sitting down too much, we're compromising the hips. And we want to keep our original hips attached to the body. So make a big circle externally. You can go over a chair or whatever your range of motion is. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Side kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Externally rotate. So you may be feeling your hip muscle, the hip flexors, the muscles that bend or flex the hip. Externally rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let your arms flow. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Side kick again. 1, 2, 3,
You are improving.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Externally rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So here goes our little commercial break. You can either use the water bottles. If you've been with me longer, graduate up and your size of ball. So I think this might be about 3 pounds. Again, you can use your body weight or lighter. So for those of you longer, you use the 5 pounds. And if you've been almost a year, you should be at the 10 pounds. So this is functional training. Just think of like farmers, give them their respect. So it's a lot more challenging, and here's where you have to engage your core. So we have our rainbow pattern. You're going to drop both knees down in the direction of the floor. They're not touching the floor. My legs are open wide here. I don't have a base of support. Here I have a wide, this is a narrow base of support. Here I want a wide base of support. Stomach muscles pulled in. Drop down. Pick the ball up, or your water bottles, or your basketball. Reach your arms for the ceiling and drop down the other direction. Bring it up and then tap. So I'll count that as 1. Pick it up. 2. Use your breath. 2. 3. 3. 4. 4. 5. 5.
You are improving fitness.
6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. All the way straight at the top. 9. 9. 10. And 10. So I like to move efficient. We got cardio, dynamic flexibility, heart rate at 77%. Cardio, strength, dynamic flexibility, all in one nice little Tootsie Roll. So we have our other side kicks and external rotation. Belly button drawn into the spine. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Challenging the obliques and glute medius, a little bit cardiovascular. So externally, rotate, open up the hips. 1, big circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Side kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Externally rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. One more time, side kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So at least by that third set, you should be feeling your obliques. So we're using your own body weight. Open up the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So a little side note. Natural bodies matter. I don't tell grown folks what to do, especially if you're not paying me. But I'll say this. I invite you to consider taking your body to the healthiest it can be before you ever consider touching a knife. One of our main priorities is to keep the reproductive organs free of growths and tumors. So a lot of things aren't tested. So think about, what do you need your body to do for you the next 10, 20, 30 years? A lot of the adjustments and augmentations will need to be replaced over the years. Sometimes they leak. Sometimes people make errors. A lot of times they can leave keloids and scarring. So you can give yourself a natural, quote unquote, breast lift without the knife by strengthening the tissue that's behind it. And then also for mothers, we give life. We can feed another human being from these breasts. That's actually really a miracle. So if you've breastfed children, as I have, you're not going to have firm mangoes necessarily. And a lot of that is also diet, and also all bodies have wear and tear. But I invite you to prioritize health and confidence over someone's made up moving goalposts of beauty. So grab your basketball, use your body weight, touch your hands down, or you can grab your water bottles if you're a little more advanced movement feet longer, grab your 5 or even your 10 pound. So when it gets heavier, actually using your core, breaks over. Step out to the side, press it up, out to the side, and press it up. So it's 2 and 2. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Natural bodies matter. 6, 6. Take care of it. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9.
You are improving fitness.
9, whew, 10, and 10. That's actually a little bit challenging with that little 12 pounds. So it's only at 74%. So one of our functional movement patterns is a hip hinge. You see it sometimes in deadlifts. It's also in a clean and press. But we don't need all the heavy weight necessary for many of us. We want the movement pattern. Why? Because when our hair is white, we want to be able to bend over. If you need to bend our knees a little bit, we'll push your hips back and stand up pain-free. We're imperceptibly losing our ability to move from eating dried out substances masquerading as food that are full of cheap salt, not being hydrated from living water, and not moving. So you can grab your 2 water bottles for the swing. You can also use the medicine ball. So for the benefit of everyone else, I'm going to use, if you don't have kettlebells, that's fine. So belly button pulled in. My knees are not going to be locked out. Open your feet, open a little bit wider than the hips. Swing it through. When you stand, your arms maybe will come up with the momentum a little bit higher than your shoulders, but it doesn't have to be all the way here. Squeeze your glutes. That's going to help you protect your back so you don't bend too far back. Exhale as you come up. Make sure you inhale and exhale and hold your breath. Here we go. Swing it up. 1, 2, 3. This is a little bit light for me. So use the bottles as you need. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now open wide. Sit it down. So you can stand and press if you have the basketball or you have the water bottles, or stand and toss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So again, if that's for the people that have been like almost a year, go up in your size. Now, the kettlebells that we see in the stores with these lighter weights, traditionally, kettlebells are done much heavier. So it's a little bit of a different feel. On the swings, you can use dumbbells. I also really like the ball. But keep in mind, we want to graduate up with the ball eventually over time. You can also use a gallon water bottle once you've gotten familiar with the movement patterns. So if you got, this one is a 20 pound. So pay attention. You can't read a magazine and be distracted. Make sure you're really palming the ball, which is going to help you also use your grip strength. Something else that we lose imperceptibly over time. Inhale and exhale. So this feels different. Here we go. 1, 2,
You are burning fat.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open wide, sit down, toss. Ooh, this is challenging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You are improving fitness.
7, 8, 9, and 10. Not bad. Only at 74, 75%. Now, if you're deconditioned, you may just shoot up to the 90s. Take a moment, rest if you need to. Lift your knees to your chest. Before you start the movement, before you bend over, pull the belly button into the spine. What would Harriet do? Swing it up. Squeeze the glutes as you stand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Wide sit, stand and toss. Or press it up if you have water bottles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good, 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 good. Lift the knees to the chest. We're going to take our first set of upper body. So it doesn't matter if you do one push-up, take a quick sip of water. You just want to do it with good form. So you can be kneeling if you want. If you're kneeling though, you want to ensure that you're engaging your glutes the entire time. That's going to help you stabilize and engage your core. So, tabletop position. Spread the fingertips. Press your hands into the floor. This is no bueno. Make sure you're pressing your hands away from the floor so you can make sure your triceps get work. If you don't use proper form, you're getting a fraction of what you can get out of the exercise. So if you're modified, walk the knees slightly in back of the hips. Bring your thighs together, squeeze your glutes like you ate too many hot peppers, and you're gonna go down and up. For the other ladies, you are at 7 full. So take your time, angle your elbows inward. Your hands, if you want, can be halfway off the mat. Make sure your fingertips are pointed straight ahead. Right? If you're kneeling, don't hump the floor, don't kiss the floor. You bend straight at the elbows, bringing the chest down. Exhale up, and as you're pressing up, press the index finger, pinky, and thumb into the floor. All right, here we go, enough lecture. Squeeze your glutes, tuck the hips under. This is 1. Down, exhale up 2. Down, exhale up 3. Down, exhale up 4. Down, exhale up 5. Down, exhale up 6. Down, exhale up 7. If you want to, you can take the rest of them on the floor. Down, exhale up 8. Squeeze your glutes. Down, exhale up 9. Down, exhale up 10. Down, exhale up 11. Down, exhale up 12. Down, exhale up 13. Down, exhale up 14. Down, exhale up 15. Down, exhale up 16. Down, exhale up 17. Down, exhale up 18. 19. 20. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So if you're feeling your shoulders, if you're feeling anything at the joint, you want to stop and work your alignment. You don't want your hand too far in front of you or too far out to the side, right? So you should be feeling by the time you get to 25 or whatever your top number is in your chest. Initially, you may feel it with just 2. All right, let's get some legs in here. So for our legs, today we had our bunny and our starlet. Ooh, here we go. So what you're gonna do, the modification is gonna be stomach muscles pulled in. You're gonna step, step, so you're going to step, step, and then step, step. Your next level from there will be step, step, and then a baby hop back. Step, step, and then a baby hop. Soft land. I'm never slamming my feet down to the floor. I'll stand for the other 2 groups of folks. So it will be step, step, hips and glutes parallel to the floor, step, 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 step. Your next level up would be step, step, gentle hop backwards. Drop your hips and glutes down. Step, step, gentle, drop down. So if you're going to the next level, it's going to be here and a little hop back. Barely leaving the floor. Here and then here. That's it. That's
You are
movement
improving
number one.
fitness.
Cardio, legs, glutes. Your second one is going to be nice and wide. You're going to open your legs wider than the hips. You're going to pulse, pulse, pulse. Lift the leg up. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Lift the leg up. So don't turn the knee out. Your thighs should be parallel to the floor. Ready? Heart rate right now is at 71%. Here we go. So you can step, 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 or step, step, and soft hop back, right? Do what you're able to. So this is 3. Soft landing, just drop down. 4,
You are burning fat.
4, 5, little small distance. 5, drop it down. 6, 6. We'll take your modification. 7, 7. Abs pulled in. 8, 8. 9, 9, 10, and 10.
You
Open
are
the legs
improving
nice
fitness.
and wide. Wider than the hips. Remember, don't turn that knee this way. You want glute medius. For those people complaining about saddlebags. Also, you're also working your obliques indirectly. All right, here we go. Open wide. So it's pulse, pulse, pulse. Lift it up. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Lift it high. Pulse, pulse, pulse. And lift. Pulse, pulse, pulse. That's 2. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 3. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. That's 4. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 4, because we got 2 legs. Pulse, pulse, pulse. That's 5. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 5. 5 more to go. Pulse, pulse, pulse. That's 6. 1, 2, 3. 6. 1, 2, 3. 7. 1, 2, 3. You should feel your thighs. 1, 2, 3. Lift it up. 1, 2, 3. Work your body weight. 1, 2, 3. Lift it up. 1, 2, 3. Lift one more. 1, 2, 3. Lift it up. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Tostones. Let's take upper body number 2. So while we let the legs rest again, you don't have to do the full set. Do whatever you're able to do. Take your little BODYCULINARY, your little fitness journal, your Living Foods and Fitness journal on your calendar and mark your personal best. All right. So if you're taking them kneeling, that's fine. Just do whatever you're able to do. Knees and back of the hips. Tuck the hips under. Spread your hands. Make sure you're not sinking down, right? If you're taking the first few full, you will use your breath the entire time. Squeeze your glutes like you ate too many hot peppers. Here we go. Down, exhale up 1. Down, exhale up 2. Down, exhale up 3. Down, exhale up 4. Then exhale up 5. Then exhale up 6. Then exhale up 7. Drop it down. Squeeze your glutes. Keep your hips tucked under. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. To come up for a moment and revisit the rainbow pattern. So you can use just your body weight with your hands, or you can use the water bottles, or you can use your basketball, right? Because girls, we play, or use the weighted ball. So I'm going to challenge myself in the name of Grandma Lou and Harriet and all that good stuff. Do what you're able to. Again, if you're just getting started, just use your body weight. I'll take the 20 pound. Okay, so you got to engage your core. Both knees will drop down. You got to keep your stomach muscles pulled in. Pick it up. Reach your fingertips for the ceiling. Here we go. So this is one. This sucker is heavy. 1, 2, 2. Use your breath. 3, 3, 4, 4.
You are improving fitness.
5. Thank you, heart rate monitor. 5. Oh my gosh. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. What would Harry do? 9. 9. Last one is the best one. You're going to finish it with the same amount of enthusiasm that you started with. As my godmother would say. 10. Oh my gosh. And 10. Oh gosh. Woo. Good, 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 good. Now, heart rate is at 80%. As you get stronger, it's going to take more to get your heart rate up. So the beautiful thing, if you're using, I make recommendations on Sunday at coaching for what I think are the best heart rate monitors / fitness trackers, and we talk about how to use them effectively. Let's take that pulse. With the legs again. Legs open a little bit wider than the hips. Here we go. Pulse. 2, 3. Lift. 1, 2, 3. That's 1. 1, 2, 3. Lift it up. 2. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. 1, 2, 3. 3. Drop it like it's hot. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3. That's 6. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 6 is burning now. 1, 2, 3. That's 7. 1, 2, 3. 7. 1, 2, 3. 8. 1, 2, 3. 8. 2 more. 1. Ooh, 2, 3. 9. 1, 2, 3. 9. 1, 2, 3. 10. 1, 2, 3. Ooh! Tostones. Ooh. All right, so we have our cute little bunny hop. If you haven't seen my bunnies, Magical and Kitty Cool, they're probably still sleeping, or maybe they're up to get their vegetables. Oh my gosh. Whew. But they give me lots of great manure, so shout out to the bunnies. They give me great cold manure for the garden. Okay, so we have our little bunny hop. So your modification, step, 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 step. But you gotta drop, take your hips backward so you stay out of your knees. Here, that's gonna mess up your knees. Or you can step, step, baby hop back, but just drop it down. Otherwise, you have a little mini hop forward and back. Your mind at it. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. You can step, step. 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9.
You are improving
Woo,
fitness.
10. Ooh, and 10. Ooh, just so nice. I'm glad my legs are working. Natural bodies matter over here. How we doing on time? I think we get one more set of upper body in today. So belly button pulled into the spine. So work at your level. Again, take your body calendar, your calendar, your Living Through the Fitness journal. Record your personal best. And I'm going to say, as I've said many times, it's a powerful tool when you look back and you see, I couldn't do barely one push-up, or I was only doing one, maybe two movement practices a week for 20 minutes. And like your brain is a cybernetic system, it will identify with a goal. So when you go back and you look at your calendar, you say, wow, I was doing 2 days, 20 minutes. Now I'm doing 4 days at 30 minutes. Wow, now I'm doing 5 days, 60 minutes. That is extremely powerful. That's not just saying affirmations. You give yourself evidence of your growth and you watch your body transform at the same time, right? Right. So one of my girls is at, what is she at? 4 sets of 25, and 7 of, she couldn't do one when she started one push-up, and now 7 of them are full. So that's in less than a year. So it's the consistency. All right, so we're already recovering, we're getting cold. So again, walk your knees and back of your hips. Make sure you toughen your hips under, and don't sink that. Make sure you press your hands into the floor, spread your fingertips, press your body, weight in the floor. Use your breath, listen to your inhale and your exhale. Squeeze your glutes. Here we go. Down, exhale up 1. Down, exhale up 2. Down, exhale up 3. Down, exhale up 4. Down, exhale up 5. Down, exhale up 6. Down, exhale up 7. Oh, down, exhale. I'm supposed to stop and 7. All right, keep going. 9, 10, 11. Keep squeezing the glutes. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2,
You are improving fitness.
and 1. So it's going to be more challenging. You may even do less reps if you squeeze your glutes, but it's better if you cut down and you take your form up a notch, because then you don't have to wait to the end of a movement session for you to do core. You want to engage your core the full time that you are moving. All right, take a quick sip of water. What else we got in here?
You are burning fat.
Okay, I'm burning fat. So we have one more movement pattern. So you can use your broomstick if you want for support, or you can just challenge your balance. So the same leg as the broomstick. Now you got all this fancy equipment, stuff you already paid for. So the same leg as the broomstick is the one that's going to be that's going to be moving. So you're getting thighs, glutes, core, cardio, same time. So listen to your inhale and exhale. So if you also need to, then I'm in the garden all the time. My little notebook's falling. These are great pads. You can get these from a discount store. If you need extra cushion for your knees when we're doing stretching, you can use a little garden pad. You always want to be very protective of your joints. We can burn out the muscle, but if you feel pain in your joints, your alignment is off, you're doing something wrong, stop, press pause on the ego, stop, and check your alignment, right? All right, here we go. So step back. Big step back. You can rest your knee if you want to. This is sliding. You can rest your knee if you want to, or you can just hover, but you want to make sure your hips are tucked under. Don't lean too far forward, right? You're going to come up. So this leg is the leg that's going to be working. Stand and kick. So you're going to touch your toe to your fingertip to the opposite hand. Ready? Here we go. So this is 2. Kick it up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
You are improving fitness.
17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch that leg out. So your leg should be, the standing leg should be toasty by the time you get to the last repetition. So take your time. Opposite side. What's my heart rate? Only 76%. So the same leg that's nearest the stick, that's the one that's going to be moving. Right? Ready? Here we go. Step it back. Come up. You're kicking this leg, this foot, to the opposite hand. Use your inhale and your exhale. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Drop it down. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Legs are toasty. But I feel like I could actually take a little bit more. So that's almost 300 calories or units of energy. Let's come down to the floor. Finish off a little more core. We're also going to be very cognizant of the back, your glutes, your neck, the areas that are prone to weakness and that are prone to injury. So we pay a lot of attention to opening up the shoulders, opening up the hips, and doing core exercises that are going to support your back. So your tabletop position. Now, also, we don't need to stuff ourselves with a whole bunch of heavy food before we have our movement practice. So that's one of the benefits of getting up early, right? Now you can tap into your body's onboard fuel tank. If I eat right now, my body's gonna go for this. But most folks, unless you're underweight by whatever the chart is, we want to tap into the onboard, not the stuff I'm eating, right? So there are many nuances, there are lots of myths and reasons why we don't lose, quote unquote, lose weight. I say releasing weight. So we don't need to eat a whole bunch of food. We have enough energy stored up for an hour, hour and a half of vigorous movement. The average person, unless you've got a medical condition going on, right? We want to tap into the body's onboard fuel tank. So your knees are going to be open, about hip distance apart. This you don't have enough of a base support, so open your knees, hip distance apart. I'm on tabletop position, spreading my fingertips, making sure I'm pressing my hands into the floor. My left elbow is going to come to the right knee, and then I'm going to extend. So try to lift the leg up so that your glute is lifting your weight of your bone, your muscle, your tissue, and all of that other jazz, right? You're still using your breath, your inhale and your exhale. Try not to let the head drop down, this heavy boulder of the head. Look up. My neck is long, I'm not here, because here I'm shortening the spine, and I'm not curled in. I'm looking straight down, like to the first floor of my x-ray vision, but I'm pulling my chin in. I want a nice supported spine and neck. So left elbow to right knee, you're gonna point your thumb up to the ceiling. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one for core stability. Good. Now give your little hips and your tail, little tail back to release your back. Again, tuck your hips under belt and join the spine. Spread your hands, index finger, pinky, and thumb into the floor. Opposite side. Right elbow to left knee. Here we go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
You are
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, hold 25. Good, and give a little bit of a tail wag. So you're gonna come onto your back, a little more core and stretch. Then you can go make your healthy food. For those that are in the advanced, you may want to join me for a little short extra cardio with the jump rope or with toe taps. So you're gonna tuck your pelvis under. If you're this way, and I can slide my hand underneath your back is not supported, that's no bueno. Hands are pressing to the floor. Think of putting your hips on the ceiling. Exhale, press it up and bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great for your back. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Hold it, flutter, squeeze your knees. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hug the knees into the chest. Now, if you have issues with your back, I would not do any hip thrusts with weight. If you're having issues with your back, you want to do some corrective and therapeutic exercises to get your core strength back up. Reverse crunches, palms down, roll your knees into the chest, and then when you extend your legs, your back must stay on the floor. It doesn't matter if your legs are up high. We don't need you to go all the way low. We need to prioritize stabilizing your back by keeping your lower back on the floor. Roll it up and extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, last 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1, yay! Left leg is extended nice and straight. Pick up the right leg, arms out to the side, palms down. Pick up the right leg, bottom of the foot is parallel to the ceiling, and drop that right foot over to your left side. Now that your body is warm, feel that nice stretch in your back. You can take the heel of your backhand And give your lower back a little massage. Whew. Palms down to the side. Pick that right leg up, lower it down. Again, adjust your pelvis, right? So you're supporting your lower back, stabilizing your back. Pick up the left leg. Bottom of the foot is parallel to the ceiling. Drop that left leg over to your right side. Feel the stretch on your back. Breathe into your stretch. Take your back heel of your hand. Give your lower back a little bit of a massage. Breathe into your stretch. Pick it up, lower it down. Both legs are going to come up. Right foot crosses over the left knee. Stick your right arm straight down through the center. Both hands come behind the left knee. And bring both legs. Roll them up so they're going towards your face. Hips roll off the floor. You're going to feel a big stretch around this bent leg. Right? So take your right elbow, press out on the right knee. Feel more stretch around your hip and your glute. Both legs up. Opposite side. Left foot crosses over your right knee. Stick your left hand straight down through the center. Both hands come behind the right knee. Let your hips roll off the floor. Let both legs come in toward your face. Take your left elbow. Press outward on that bent leg, on that knee. And feel more stretch around your hip and glute on the left side. Good, and release. Then roll to your side. Take the top hand, place it down. Press yourself up into a straddle position. Stomach muscles pulled in. Inhale, exhale, walk the hands forward. So your stretch should be to the point of slight discomfort. Respect the body. You don't want to force it, right? That's disrespectful, and that's how we get injured. If you get injured, then you won't be able to move so much, right? And some things you might not get back. So take your time, listen to and respect your body. So and some days you can be more flexible than others. So walk your hands forward, stomach muscles pulled in. Find the point of slight discomfort. Wiggle your feet and your toes. Work your way into the stretch and breathe. Letting your chest reach in the direction of the floor. Good. So I'm going to lean over to my right side. My left fingertips are reaching over towards my right toes in that general direction. My bottom elbow, I'm pushing my knee open, right? So that's going to give me more resistance, so I feel more stretch along the side of the body. Circle the arm around and reach it over again. And breathe into the stretch. Let the body float up. Over to the opposite side. So I'm leaning over to my left side. My right fingertips are reaching for my left toes, or at least in that general direction. This bottom arm, I'm pressing this knee open so that gives me more resistance, so I feel more stretch along the side of the body. And this is really good to also pull you up and out of the hip. Circle the arm around and reach it over again. And let the body float up. And we're going to fold the legs, one on top of the other if you can. If one is tighter, that's fine. It will open up over time with consistent movement. Strive to make a little box with your knees and your ankles lined up. So you're going to feel the stretch in the top leg. Inhale. Exhale, stomach muscles pulled in. Come over onto your elbows and let the body weight fall forward. And you'll feel the big stretch around the hip on the bent leg. This is also good for your back. And breathe into the stretch. And release, opposite side. So put the opposite leg on top. Strive to make a little box, lining up your ankles with your knees, right? Paying attention to if one side may be tighter than the other. That's how it is with most of our bodies. Stomach muscles pulled in. And come forward onto your elbows. All the time breathing into your stretch and see if you feel the stretch on your top hip and glute. You want your body weight to fall forward. Good, and then come up. Keep a comfortable position. Tick-tock your head to one side. I'm dropping my head over to the right side. I'm going to gently grab my head so I feel a nice stretch along my left side. Take your eyes to the upper corner and then the lower corner. Now curl your chin in gently to your chest. Feel the stretch travel. Let the head float up. And gently drop the head over to the opposite side. I'm dropping over to my left side. So I feel a stretch along the right side of my neck. Breathe into the stretch. Take your eyes to the upper corner. Then take your eyes down to the lower corner. Feel the stretch travel. Now gently curl your chin into your chest and feel a little deeper stretch. Let the head float up. Lace the fingertips. Place them behind the head. Bring the elbows together. Curl your chin into your chest near Gently nod the head no and feel the stretch on the back of the neck and the head. Let the head float up. I invite you to take a moment to seal your movement practice and set an intention, your body to set an intention for your day, right? How would you like to respond to the challenges that are coming? The challenges that are coming to you, how would you like to respond so you can decide in advance? And take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Keep in mind your lungs are not here, they're down here. So strive to make your inhale and exhale nice and long and deep. Ready? Here we go. Inhale. That's one. And inhale. Last time. Inhale. Notice to see if your body feels a little more enlivened or open than when you started. I invite you to acknowledge yourself for getting up so early, to give yourself tangible evidence of your ability to push through discomfort, to cultivate tenacity and resilience for yourself, before other people, your children, or your job. I invite you to bring to your mind's eye something that you are grateful for. See if you can bring to your mind's eye something that brings joy and laughter to your face. I invite you today to feed and nourish yourself with the most colorful, nutrient-dense, living water, rich, peaceful fuel that is available to you. Fuel that does not deposit a lot of waste on your waistline or in your arteries. Fuel that does not weigh you down, so that you can process your emotions in a helpful, conscientious way. Food that is a contribution to your longevity. I invite you today to create a great day on purpose, simply because you said so. So thank you all for joining me in the upper room this early day. Again, feel free to note what you got on your heart rate monitor. I got a little 341 today. I'll take it on the heart rate monitor.
Training paused at 1 hour, 7 minutes.
So again, we're discussing the heart rate monitors, how to use them efficiently, tracking your nutrition, whatever label you want to call yourself. That should be our bubble eye business. The whole goal is to find your sweet spot, what works for you, and that can be measured in terms of your performance, your elimination, your odor, your fragrance, your rest, all of that you can measure to find your sweet spot when it comes to food and a movement practice. So every morning, 5 a.m., for those that are in the inner circle, the Harriet Squats workout, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. After that is garden time, is green juice and garden time. So let me know if you're going to be joining us for the holiday Whole Foods, Living and Unprocessed Foods workshop. And again, coaching is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't have it already, feel free to download and get a copy of Whole Living Foods in the Hood with menus to fit your budget. There are different sample shopping lists in there and budget, so you can see ideas. If you're buying all of this unprocessed foods, what are you going to do with it? And whether you are a person just learning how to, a young person, to manage your budget for the first time, or maybe you have a family and you don't want to waste all that produce, there are sample shopping lists in there. There are different strategies if you're a mom or if you're a busy person that works for the airline, or if you have a busy schedule, as most people do, so you can take your food and your lifestyle on the road with you. I invite you to consider 3 leverage lifestyle practices: deeply therapeutic that we all have access to. Garden, everybody can grow something, whether you pay rent or mortgage. Peaceful consumption, food that loves you back, and a personal movement practice. Create a great day on purpose. Oh, and you can find me Kwasapeacefull Eating, Kwasa with a K, peaceful like full belly eating on TikTok, and Body-Culinary on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. See y'all soon. Like, comment, respectfully, and subscribe.